EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Oh, twisting away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch 80, watch 80. Gun. Ready, let's get it. Hey, watch 83.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On second down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help. I
would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though.
Gun. Do something.
Here's Newton. Flush to his right. Going for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy. Check 51, check 51. Check back.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
19.
On third down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete. Now Russell Wilson appears to be shaken up. And you know they're holding their breath over on that sideline. He's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
20. Gun.
Now Newton on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. From the gun, here's Newton. Underneath for Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
On 1st down, Newton. On the catch, it's Crowder. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Newton throwing again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Barkevious Mingo able to drop him for a loss of 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Newton now to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Robert Nkemdiche in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Throwing on third down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now they try the right side here. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Play action. Now Wilson. To the right and complete to Galladay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Wilson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Penny will try to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I.
95.
Here's Penny. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey! Do something! Hey!
Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Andre Howell, the one to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Now he's forced out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Being chased out left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A good pickup there of 22. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here's Newton. Finding room inside the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And they'll run it here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Newton on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll try the air now with Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
14, 95, 95.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Zero. Shot 50, shot 50.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
14.
Wilson now to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Galladay, complete. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Alert, 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 alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Hey, over here, over here.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one to Galladay. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down. 19.
Throwing now is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Look at the dance and the juke. David Johnson on his way. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 97 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Returnable for Dorsett. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
Throwing is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Arizona, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.